When a man stands from across the road and is trading horses, I too will trade horses.
Kelly! Kelly! Kelly!
You're talking to the wrong person. And I blame my mother for putting you in this bad space.
I thought we were
Friends.
Je m'appelle Brenda Elou et productrice de My Gallery et aussi actrice.
I'm Desmond White and I'm playing the role of Keely in the movie My Gallery.
I played the role of Randy in the movie, and it was a role that was more or less a bit emotional.
I'm playing Mr. Bo in this film, and Mr. Bo is a renowned and professional painter.
I'm Ojon Solange, an actress. On the set of My Gallery, I did the role of Cynthia.
My name is Leno Lovett. I'm one of the cast of My Gallery. I played the character of Danny.
My name is Shinaida Remy Adams. I'm a student and an actress, and I played the role of Elizabeth in the movie.
Well, my name is Lena Menget. I took a role in the movie My Gallery. I'm working as the mayor for the movie, and I'm proud to be part of this film.
I'm Samson Ta. I'm an actor in the movie. I did the role of Samuel, one of the mayor's entourage.
Keely is an artist, he's a painter. Yeah. Somebody who is really focused, who is really into his work. He has this girl, Mandy, whom he loves so much and would do pretty much everything for. Somehow Keely gets in the way of the mayor, and he's framed up for killing Agbotabi, a philanthropist in the ghettos where they all live.
It was more or less a bit emotional because I loved a girl who didn't love me back, and at the same time there was a girl who loved me that I didn't love her back. So it was more or less like an emotional imbalance, and it's something that is quite hard to deal with.
For 5 good years, I have reserved myself for you. Brave myself for Rita Sprouter, and you still give me this?
And I've denounced this from day one. If your memory serves you right, you're talking to the wrong person. Only you and my mother should be blamed for this. In fact, my mother should be blamed for this, for putting you in this bad space.
But we've been communicating, Randy. I have called you every blessed day for 5 blessed years, and I thought we were
friends.
I had to be in different moods. I had to be angry, I had to be sad, so I think a change in mood often was really a challenge to me.
She couldn't realize her dreams. We can't continue to live in the footprints of past mistakes. We must avenge Besem's death. We all have to fight malaria.
Danny is a fun person. Danny is a controversial person, a controversial character. Danny is someone who is battling between friendship and love.
Boy, see, Godfather don't do him again. Ah, mommy. I witnessed that speech live this afternoon. See, Godfather took finger for me. Ah, that boy that died. See?
He's trying to separate the two, and he gets caught up. He gets caught up in a kind of a dilemma, choosing love or choosing his friendship.
By force?
Fabiola, wait.
Oh, what is wrong? What do you want to tell me this time around?
I did all the dirty jobs for the mayor, That's to say anything that had to do with corruption and stealing from the public funds and eliminating all those who stood as threats.
The noses thief of a guy. You want me to take a message?
But I want it cleaner. I don't want it to look like the Aguatabi incident. I want it to look like he committed suicide.
J'ai fait le caractère de Mrs. Becky, la mère de Randy et Zama. Et c'est un rôle que j'aimais, j'ai apprécié parce que c'était un peu en dehors de mes rôles. Et j'ai eu un peu de difficultés à un endroit que j'ai beaucoup aimé, quand je devais beaucoup pleurer, quand mon fils était à l'hôpital et je devais le supporter. Il avait fait 9 jours de coma et je devais le supporter.
9 good days. I just wanted to know how much I love you and that I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up till you come around. Hey.
When someone stands at a crossroad and is trading horses, I too will trade horses. You know, there was a lot of pressure on that scene. The director came right in my ears and told me that he didn't repeat that thing because I trust you. I see a lot of people liking that scene, but when I went and met Desmond White, when he was being tortured, that's my best scene. Yeah. Because I wanted to torture him in that movie. So it was so beautiful. I'm confused. I don't know the scene, frankly. Don't take anything serious on this one. I don't know. Every scene was so good.
So I throw it back to you. What do we do with people like this?
We are those who ate the bribe with him. When he goes and collects bribe, he gives us, we are satisfied, and we execute his functions.
Sorted writer and presenter nationwide. This man is the producer of the Sun newspaper. This is the highest selling newspaper in the country. Not only that, he distributes them for free.
At this critical moment, every point counts, and you may not want to give the wrong suggestion. When a man stands from across the road and is trading horses, I too will trade horses.
I know for a fact that the script is very good. I like the dialogue. I like the fact that it was straight to the point. You know, sometimes you read certain scripts and it's just full of words, no proper, you know, orientation. But I like to commend Proxy and Scott, who wrote the script. They've done a marvelous job, and obviously whenever I come to Cameroon again and I'm going to shoot a film here in Cameroon, I'll call on them to actually write a script for me.
It's a great script. When you look at the guys behind, I'm talking here about Bob Melvin and, well, they call him Proxy and John Scott. You wouldn't expect anything lesser.
Oh, I'm blessed. I'm really blessed being one of the cast and crew in this production, and I just feel good working with them. I'm happy. I'm really blessed.
The expertise of the crew with the joint combination of intelligence that brought out what a good masterpiece could be.
My gallery, it's an awesome Cameroon movie. It's a wonderful blend of the slum and the people in the rich class in society. Okay? Expect the best.
Rita and I were involved in an accident.
They will do something bad to me.
Drag me to the altar, put a pistol to my head and have me say I do?
Leave!
I push his blood to your hand. If Mr. Bo Clement's son dies, then this neighborhood killed him.
Bring my son to me!
Of recent, the Gold Age production has been one of the great houses in Cameroon, and when you look at their products, you'd want to imagine the height to which they are taking the Cameroon film industry to. When we watch the Triangle of Tears and Decoded, that is still to get into the market, and now we're talking about the gallery. I think that they have a surprise. They have a surprise, not only to Cameroonians, but to Africa and the world at large.
Gold Age, it's always a pleasure working with Gold Age, because Gold Age Entertainment, to me, it's a family, you know. It's like working with your brothers. There's that connection, there's that bond, you know, you feel comfortable, and that is what every actor wants. You want to work with people you feel comfortable with. You want to work with people that cares about you, that wants you. You want to be wanted.
Gold Age n'a pas de limite. Gold Age est prêt à travailler avec tout le monde. Et l'esprit qu'on a dans Gold Age, on peut travailler avec n'importe qui. Et quand tu seras on set avec Gold Age, tu seras à l'aise parce que tu seras chez toi. On fait tout pour que les acteurs et tout le monde est à l'aise.
I always refer to him as the great director, John Scott. That's my guy right there.
I must say he's a very wonderful and strong man because he really worked hard on his set. And to me, he's one of the best directors Cameroon has.
But the Lord is with us and He's blessed us. He gave us somebody, a little guy, they call him John Scott. That guy is marvelous, honestly. I mean, when you look at my age and you want to know what I'm talking about, given my capacity as the national president, I'm talking here about the first man in the Cameroon film industry after His Excellency, the President of the Republic, Paul Biya. I recommend this guy to anybody who would want to try something great. Otherwise, if you want to go for anything cheaper, all right, just make your choice. He is a great director.
You know, most often than not, it's when I go onto a different set and I haven't worked with a director before, it's very skeptical for me, because most of the movies that I do, it has to be good directing. But with this one, I must say that the director did very well. That's John Scott. He did very well. I watched some of his shots. I watched some of his cuts, and I must say that he has a very bright future. When I say he has a very, very, very bright future, in the sense that, you know, I've worked with different directors in Ghana, in Nigeria, all over. I've worked with Frank Raja, I've worked with Pascal, I've worked with so many directors, I've worked with Lancelot, everybody. But the way I see it, Scott is like them, you know, and as a matter of fact, if he continues like that, he will definitely have a very bright directional future.
Talking of the director, John Scott, man, I will work with John Scott every day, any day. That is the one director that will call me in the midst of a funeral and I will give it up to come work with him.
Yes, and you know, normally when I'm shooting scenes when I'm supposed to slap people, I normally don't slap. But this one, I had meant him, so I had to slap him. And the director kept on cutting, which I loved, because I kept on slapping. Which I hope is not done to me. I hope the next script that I receive, I'm not the one receiving the slap, because I'll reject that script immediately.
How dare you!
You don't have to talk to mother like...
When I watched and I spoke to those with whom we are used to being on the same set, I also came to discover that there were some younger boys and girls who are upcoming. And ladies and gentlemen, I would advise you to watch very closely this gallery. There are lots of discoveries.
This project is going to be different. This project is one of those projects that will bring breakthrough to so many actors and so many technical officials. You know, it's just one of those projects that will skyrocket a lot of people, and I'm blessed being in it.
Yeah, my expectations are very, very warm. I mean, recently there have been some very beautiful movies being shot around the country, and I think that I have done 3 movies recently that I just participated very hard. And if those 3 movies were going to come out, I think that's going to be the radical change we'll have a movie in this country. I've done 3 movies recently, Far, this one we're talking about, and also Vidi, that I realized the quality. And amongst all these 3 that I'm thinking that are major, I don't still see any professional job that I've done in life that will look like my gallery. Yet, come on, because I keep striving, I keep working, that's my logo. I mean, but for now, my gallery, I tell everybody at home, all fans who have been asking me questions that, oh, something is coming, it's my gallery. I know what I gave there, and I know the storyline, and I know who that director is, and I know the other actors, and I know what everybody gave.
If you have a crew made up of Delvis, Benjo de Baba, Sami, something, IKP. In fact, you are in for it. That is, I mean, you're touching the backbone of the Cameroonian technical crew.
And I've denounced this from day one. If you... I have denounced this from day one. If your memory serves you right, you... Hey, God. The devil is a liar. Let's go.
Okay, continue. Pick up.
And I have denounced this from day one. If your memory serves you right, you're talking to the wrong person. I blame only my mother for putting you in. Fuck. Let's go.
Gakurutu, Nangtara Benauting when I sabe, make you not be say you're a rabbit thing as I go because of tum chat.
But man has only to sink beneath the surface, and he is free.
We have John Scott, we have Takom Delvis, we have Penjo, we got Stanley, Mickey, we got Big Mami, we got IKP, we got Junior Manuel. It is a fantastic crew and cast. You know, it's perfect. I don't think it gets any better, you know.
Les attentes de ce film, My Gallery, c'est quelque chose que les Camerounais n'espèrent pas voir dans le cinéma du Cameroun. C'est tout de nouveau. On a éclaté les bords pour arriver à ce point.